guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about some ideas for some self-care things that you can do during quarantine. So these ideas are things that you can do from home because in most places you're required to stay home right now. So I'm going to go through the list and let's just get started. So my first self-care idea is to do yoga. Yoga can be super relaxing and good for your mental health. So you can usually find videos on YouTube or like free graphics on Pinterest, and can do some really cool routines that can just make you get a little bit of exercise into your day, but also it doesn't have to be something that's super rigid. It can just be very relaxing, and it can be something that you can work on with your mind and your body. Second self-care tip when you're at home is to spend time with pets. Icky, say hi. Icky. She hates me. So pets are really helpful for our mental health and just in general because they're always loving you unconditionally and they want to be around you and to snuggle with you. And when you're home and you're feeling sad and you're kind of uncertain with like how the world is feeling and all of that, it's definitely helpful to have some of that unconditional love, and they don't really know what's going on, so they're just going to be acting like they normally do. Next idea is doing a FaceTime or Skype or Zoom date. So you can do this with your friends, like you would normally meet up with a friend for coffee, or you would meet up with a friend for drinks or something, and you can do this over FaceTime. And so it might sound silly, but it actually is really helpful to make you feel a little bit less lonely and to feel like you're hanging out with your friends and something like that. And it's also a lot cheaper than when you're usually going out. My fourth idea is to read books. There are so many books out there. My favorite kind are self-help, self-improvement kind of books, but any really kind of book that you want, there's so many, and you can order them off of Amazon or Target or anywhere that you can really get books. It can be something super great to distract you during this time and also to learn something new. And it's also something, really relaxing. You can like get into a cozy corner of your house and grab a book you've been wanting to read. Just, be something that you spend your time on that is not just spending your time like mindlessly watching TV, which totally okay if you're doing that too, but it's nice to get some reading in and to learn some new things. Fifth idea for a self-care activity is to get outside. So this definitely depends on where you live and what the regulations are, but getting outside, even doing like a little walk around the block or going to a park where there's not people there. Of course, it's important to stay home and to stay within the guidelines, but if you are able to still do that and be able to get some time outside, it can be really great for your mental health. It just makes you feel better. You get in a little bit of exercise, and the fresh air can really help when you're being cooped up all day. My sixth self-care idea is to start a new project. So this is one that I say with caution because you definitely don't want to get on yourself for not being productive enough or not doing enough, because that's just going to be more harmful for your mental health. But if you have a project that you've been wanting to do, such as take an online course or work on some painting or some crafting or something that's relaxing to you, definitely do that, because we have so much time right now to be spending on things that you might as well get to do things that you always want to do but don't really have time for. But it's really important to just be gentle with yourself and to make sure that you're not forcing yourself to be productive every second of every day, because with all the things that are going on right now in the world, with all of the emotions and everything, it can be super exhausting. And so it's important to be gentle with yourself and not to be forcing yourself to be as productive as you usually are. My next self-care idea is to bake something for someone. So baking can be really fun, but even if you don't like baking or you're not good at baking, you can buy like the pre-made cookies from the store and just make them for someone. You can drop them off at a neighbor's house or something, obviously staying within the guidelines that are necessary to make sure that everybody is safe, but it can just make you feel really nice to drop some baked good off, and you know that you're making someone's day, and it also was an activity that helped you to stay busy during the day. My next idea is to journal. So not everybody loves journaling, totally okay if you don't, but if you do like journaling, it can be something that's super helpful for mental health and just taking care of yourself, because you can really check in and see like where you're at, and you know, if you're struggling with a specific thought process or struggling with being anxious or sad or lonely, you can kind of write about that and get a little bit further to the root of it. And even too, if you are able to see like a therapist or you have someone that you're able to talk to, you could eventually talk about these things that you journaled about and just get it off your chest. And that can be really helpful too during this time when you're a little bit more secluded than you usually are. My ninth idea is to organize and declutter. This really is definitely something that is super constructive, that you're doing something that needs to be done, but it's also very satisfying when you know, go through clothes and like get rid of things, or you go through drawers and straighten it up. And organizing takes a lot of time too, which is great because you have a lot of time and you're trying to keep yourself busy. Definitely helps our mental health when things are clear and there's not a ton of clutter around you. So my 10th idea is making a list of things that you're grateful for. So this is something that should definitely be incorporated into your daily routine if you're able to. But writing things that you're grateful for really just puts things in perspective and helps you to see that what's going on right now is not going to last forever and things are going to get better soon. And all of those things that you are grateful for are still there during this time. Or if, for example, one of the things you're grateful for is work or school and you're not physically able to go there, you have the reassurance that it'll be there once this is over. There's definitely a lot of cute gratitude journals that you can buy, or it can be really simple and you just write it on a piece of paper in the morning or at night or whatever works for you. So those are my 10 ideas for self-care activities that you can do during quarantine and while you're at home. So we hope you enjoyed, and if you have any other ideas of self-care activities you can do, definitely leave them down below and hopefully they can help other people. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.